I'm Viorica from Romania. I joined JCI in 1 year when I was kind of on a verge to decide if I'm gonna stay or not in Finland. So I gave myself 1 year to see what happens, and if after that year things are okay, then I'll decide to stay in Finland. If there's nothing really to keep me here, then I'll go back. And in that year, I found it was, I think, 2000, end of 2013. It was also Facebook started to become more into use, and I found one event about how to make decisions and leadership and take your life in your hands. And I said, well, that's exactly what I need. I went to conference. Conference was really good. And then in the breaks, I met the JCI people, and I understood that they are behind the event and they're looking for people to join and just to do things together. And I said, well, I try to meet new people to open up my network. So that was the perfect opportunity. And that's how I joined. I don't look at JCI as a membership benefits or anything, but JCI overall offered me really like a platform to belong to or a place to belong to. So as an international, as a foreigner in a country, you are struggling with this belonging feeling because after a little bit of time, you don't feel you belong back to your country. You don't feel that you belong in the country you are. So you need to tie it to something. Usually they're like hobbies and sports and other things. For me, JCA became my belonging. So I felt I'm a good match. People were valuing me. I valued them. We were having the same interests, and it helped me really to relate like JCI was my family. So I felt at home. And I remember at one conference here in Helsinki, there were some colleagues also from my work from Mariehamn. There's this island between Finland and Sweden, and they had a chapter there. And they were at the conference, and they came and told me that, hey, you have to come with us to Malta. I'm like, what's going on at Malta? It's the European conference. Like, what is that? Don't worry, you buy the ticket. You come with us. We have it all set up. We have the accommodation. We even arranged to rent a boat to go sailing. There's a conference, good trainings. You're gonna love it. So I had to think about it, but there wasn't really much to think about it because I kind of really wanted to be with them. So I bought the ticket. I went to Malta. That was the best experience ever. There were really good trainings. I even got my employer when I got back to reimburse me for some money for the conference. Also, I've met international people during those, there are parties all the time or like galas and things. So you meet a lot of people from all over the world. I met a nice French guy, which I'm still good friends with. We chat with each other once in a while. What has happened, what challenges each we had, how did we overcome it? And we also went sailing. Weather was perfect. I've never been to Malta. Malta, it's a great place to go. So all in all, I started to realize like, okay, what is this JCI, what it has to offer, all the people, all the trainings, all the place where you meet and interact, and you don't have to find your way. You're kind of, things find you. So it's easy and nice. And that was what inspired me when I came back to really try to tell as many people like, this is what is JCI. It's not just do one little project or something that you only do to give, but it's just being part of it. It's a lot of a big experience in a sense that you have to do it to understand. You can't explain people that you can do this and that and that. You have to be there, then you can actually understand the power of JCI. I believe that somebody can join JCI when they need it and then start to learn how this relationship benefits both. So if you need a place to try things, when I joined, I actually wanted to try to be a project manager outside of my work because I wasn't really sure what direction I would like to go career-wise. So then in JCI, they told me, you can try to be a project manager here. If you like it, then you can, investigate further what it would mean to be a project manager at your work and make the decision. So it gives you a place to try things, so you kind of prototype it a little bit, so then you are better informed to make these further decisions for yourself. It gives you a place to meet a lot of different people in different positions, so it opens up like an encyclopedia of careers and possible ways. As you meet different people, they all come from different backgrounds with different experiences, and when you network and talk to them, you get to understand, okay, what they do in their job, or what is that they would like to switch to, what projects they can do in JCI, what type of synergies and outcomes they get. There's also the very good things. There's conferences which always end with a gala and awards. And that is a really nice example of feedback and reinforcement. So you also learn to celebrate success and not only work hard. And it gives you a lot of these small lessons and important people that come toward you at certain times. Even myself now, I haven't been active for maybe 2-3 years, taking COVID in consideration. I was finishing my studies. It was very hard to stay away from JCI, but thank God COVID came, so no events, and I was able to stay put and not feel that I'm missing out. But even then, after now, when the restrictions are more like released, and then we got to meet with some of the JCI groups, and some people came to me and said how much I impacted them. And I have no recollection what I did or how I did, but they talked to me like they had it very clear, memorable in their minds. I remember when I came to you and you told me this and that, it made me think. So I think you would realize how much impact JCI had over you in time. So it's kind of a living experience, but the right people, you get inspired, you get opportunity to try things. You can propose your own project or find people to do your own project. So if you're a creative person, this is like a pool of resources you can get access to and get even more synergies and more ideas on top of your idea, and who knows where you will end up. You might find business partners. There's a lot of leadership trainings and business trainings, so it's kind of a ramp toward achieving what you have maybe dreamed of, or even to give you ideas for what you could dream of.